Hello and welcome to Teamworks. This is a podcast where we'll be covering everything to do with the gaming world. Each episode we'll be talking to people like ourselves. If you're a streamer or you're just a casual gamer that just wants to talk about gaming, we'll be talking all about everything to do about gaming, and from time to time we'll be talking about Marvel stuff as well. So if you're a big Marvel fan, we'll be talking about that. So this is our podcast. We are Teamworks. Hello guys and welcome back to Teamworks. This week we have Klankaboi back, but with a twist. He's going to be hosting us two this week in a brand new episode called Game Showdown. Welcome back, Klankaworks. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me back. Yes, this is my time to shine now.
Go on, let's do it.
I was going to say, you've regretted it now. It's no longer Teamworks. It's Klankaworks.
That actually works as well.
There you go. That could be the title. I haven't thought of any game showy questions for you, anything like that. It's just questions that you guys have asked people in the past on your podcast, or slightly different that you may not have said your own answers to, with a few let's just say some fun ones I've thrown in the mix to make it more interesting. So yeah, I'm just gonna get stuck in then, basically. Let's have a look, see what we got.
Nice one, mate.
All right, okay. Do you guys want a silly question to begin with, or a normal question?
It's entirely up to you, mate, because it's you. This is you.
Well, you're the guest. You're the guest now. You get to decide.
Right. A vote for me and Phil. I'll go for a normal one.
Okay, and Phil?
I'll have normal as well.
All right, okay. Well, I'll give you the same question, and then obviously you guys can answer in turn.
Okay.
So the normal question is, how did this podcast happen? So what led the two of you to getting together and just creating magic for everyone?
Oh well, I mean, Phil speak on this behalf as well, but it was basically because I love gaming. And I thought to myself, I started listening to podcasts myself, and I was thinking that, these are brilliant, these podcasts. But I've not seen many gaming podcasts out there. So I was thinking to myself, it would be nice to do a podcast, but to get people to come on. Originally, we didn't have people coming on. We just did it by ourselves. We started it up in 2021, and it was going all right, but I think at the time we did it at the wrong time, didn't we, Phil?
Yeah, it ended up being a bit stagnant as well, didn't it?
Yeah, and basically what it was is we did a few episodes, and then we were both busy. We had lockdown. Actually, that's where it came from. It came through lockdown. So you know yourself.
Yeah.
You start suffering up in lockdown, and you don't always carry it on. So, yeah, and because we've been best mates together for ages, we thought, we'll do something together that we'll both like, but also, people can listen to it as well, basically.
Nice. Yeah, there's not many gaming podcasts out there. Literally, the moment you said, I was thinking, I was like, I genuinely can't think of one. That comes to my head. No official one anyway. Sorry, Phil. Didn't mean to cut you off.
It's all right.
No, you're good.
It's all right. You're the host.
Do you remember initially when we were doing the podcast? Yeah, we were. But initially when we were doing the podcast, we weren't actually, as you say, we weren't interviewing people and that. But primarily, we were talking about games, and I know we did a couple of episodes on Rogue Company and the Battle Pass information and that, and it was leaked information and stuff that came out like that. But which is good for the start of a new battle pass, but then when it's going into the battle pass being open for a while, it kind of there's not much more to talk about really.
Yeah.
Which I think was also part of the reason why it went a bit awry in the end.
Okay, so did who initially had the idea? Was it you, James, or did the two of you together sort of decide? Oh, yeah, let's just do this.
Well, I'm not sure whether Phil had an idea as such, but because obviously, we both spoke about it when we decided we were going to do one. But I came up with the idea myself, and I said to myself, it wouldn't it be nice? I asked Phil, and he said, "Yeah, it sounds really interesting," but I don't know whether Phil had ideas of doing one himself. Did you, mate?
No. I had no plans, no ideas of anything like it.
Okay, I'll take full credit for it then.
Yeah, you take full credit. I'm just a tag along, mate. I'm a useless little tag along. I did nothing.
Why are you here?
Go away, Phil.
Nice. Okay. So that answers that question. So do you guys want a funny question this time, or does one of you want to do one thing, one do the other?
I think
I'd like a funny question.
Yeah, I'll go for a funny question. Mix it up a little bit.
We'll go for a funny one. All right. Okay. What is, in your mind, a serious thought? What is the biggest animal you could beat in a fight?
Well,
I'm talking proper scrap now. No weapons, nothing. Just 1-on-1. Just you. All you've got is your brute strength and your tactics and your skill. All you've got.
Oh, I don't know.
Mine is a squirrel, if you want to know.
Squirrel.
Because maybe a cat, but depends how fiery the cat is. I sort of get to dog, and then we end up with a dead Welshman. So, what about you lads?
I'm going to say I couldn't beat a squirrel. They have some advanced fighting techniques when it comes to nuts.
And the government.
So you need to cover yourself.
These nuts are not moving.
No, they're government drones, mate. Have you seen them when they coordinate with each other? No, fuck that.
But no, honestly, have you seen squirrels? They can be quite feisty. They can.
Well, they can do. I mean, if you cocaine helps, but I didn't say you could prep yourself before the fight. So, I'll let you do what you need to do.
Well, I tell you what, they must be really brainy to do that as well as eat your balls. I mean,
so Phil is less than a squirrel. So what is?
Do you know what? No,
squirrel.
I could handle a seagull.
I've punched a seagull once. That is a fact about me. When I was a kid, I had a chip on the beach. Seagull came for it. I was like, nope, that's not happening, and I full on punched the thing.
Well, that's actually the reaction you're going to do though, because you don't want my chip's not yours.
people flap it away, and it's no. You once you punch it, all its seagull friends see that it's like no. I am not messing with that guy. No.
Yeah, more logic than sense there. Let's stay away from him.
Alright, so Phil can take on a seagull. I can handle a squirrel. What about you, James?
Right, okay. No. Could it take on a dog? No, I'm not sure. It all depends.
What dog? Are we talking a Chihuahua or a Great Dane? You got to sort of...
It all depends. If a dog came after my dog, then I would take it on, obviously.
Right, okay, I got you.
To protect our dog. So
parental urge to fight.
I would, but I wouldn't just out of the sake of it. Definitely not. So
I'm just saying, you're in the ring with this animal. One of you is leaving.
I quite fancy me chances against Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson. Okay.
No, I don't. No.
So, Phil, we're in agreement. James will not leave that ring.
No, definitely not.
I will. I'll be out in the first few seconds.
Yeah, you're going over in a fucking ambulance.
No, but let's get serious. If it could go up against any animal, who would it go against? Right. Okay. So probably.
What could you win? Categorically, just win. A large animal you could beat in a fight.
Fish, but that sounds awful.
Goldfish.
No, just a goldfish.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go for maybe a cat.
A cat, right? Okay. I got you. So squirrel, seagull, and cat. Next time on Teamworks Podcast.
I'll come back with all these scratches on my face. How did you get on? The cat beat me.
We'll have the three of us will take on these animals. Place your bets.
No. Do you know what? No, I'm going to be totally off the mark here. I'm going to go for a bear. There we go. A face my fears. Right. A face my fears.
Oh, fair enough. You know what? I saw the film Cocaine Bear the other day. I'll come to your funeral, James. It's fine.
Hey, just don't knock on the coffin. I might wake back up.
Oh no, I won't knock on the coffin. Right. So that answers that question.
I mean, it took a long time, but
well, yeah. I mean, do you want silly question, prop question, or do the two of you want to do something different? Like Phil does a silly one, James does a prop, or whatever.
Yeah, do you know what? We'll mix things up here, Phil. Right, what would you go for, mate?
Go on, then. I'll go for another silly one.
And I'll go for a normal.
You got a normal one, right? Okay. Yeah. I'll ask James the normal one. Phil, you are free to answer in your own time. If you want to, chip in with your own version. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I physically can't make you do shit. And then we'll do it the other way around then for Phil.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, so serious question. This is a good one. What person inspires you the most? Not in the podcast or in your gaming, just generally in your life. Is there a person in your life or someone who was in your life that inspires you to this day?
Well, I've got a few people, but you know what? You gotta say my dad, haven't I?
Your dad, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice. Very, very straightforward. What about you, Phil? Who inspires you the most?
Probably the most would probably be my mum. Like, she's had to deal with a lot of horrible shit over the years. Yeah. And yet still manages to do the stuff she does. So, I can respect that and I can look up to that.
Oh, that's nice. That was a lot. That was a lot more wholesome responses than I was expecting. I'm not going to lie, lad.
I mean, are you allowed to?
Yeah. Again, I can't do shit. Yeah, you're allowed. Whatever.
Well, I know I mentioned my dad there, but I've got to mention my stepmom as well because my stepmom has been fantastic, and she's been like a mum to me for several years now. So I've got to give her some credit as well.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Phil.
Hello.
Silly question for you. Silly question for you, right, mate? 2 seconds, if you just bear with. I've got to send you something.
Oh, well, okay.
For this question, no, right? It's not a nude. All right, I'm not getting my big old dick out for him or anything like that.
Clanky balls.
Before anyone says anything. Right, Phil. Check in the call, the chat. Try and pronounce that, mate.
Okay, hang on.
It's Welsh.
I'm scared.
Is it now? I would have never guessed.
Oh, Clanford Pulwyn Gael go get Hundra Boys into Silly go gok.
Fuck off.
Did he really do it right as well? What?
No fucking shit. No way.
And
the train station.
That was, he didn't get it right, but that was very close.
Oh,
that was ridiculously close. It's fine. I can't get it right either. The middle fucks with me. Like I do. Llanfair po gwyngyg o gerig go drodo Clantasilio go.
Wow, that was
And
really good.
even then, it's not. It's not right. It's wrong. But that's right. The peer review have fucking ruined both questions for me now.
Okay, James, right question for you then.
James with his wholesome answer. You with your fucking paranoid bloody Welsh knowledge.
He was expecting me to say some celebrity, wasn't he?
Yeah, just something stupid, and it'd be like, "Oh, what a dickhead you are!" But no, you said something very wholesome. I was like, "Great, wonderful."
Okay.
What was it, Phil? You want to know what it means, right? Hang on, then.
Something to do with a church. I know that much.
Something ridiculous. Because I don't know if you know this, but like Welsh places, the meaning of Welsh towns and villages and stuff, isn't after a person or a location. So, for example, like you guys have Oxfordshire. It's the Shire of Oxford. Manchester, things like that. With Wales, the Welsh places, it's it's descriptions of the area. So, if I should tell you what it means, it's ridiculous. Frankly, it's ridiculous. If I just try and find it for you now.
Well, it's like with Llandudno, isn't it? Me and Phil will say Llandudno, but it's actually Crangdudno, isn't it?
Llandudno.
Yeah.
So the two L's is it's that noise. Llandudno.
Llandudno.
Tongue twist.
Right, there we go. Okay. This is an actual right for anyone who's listening. This is a legitimate place in Wales, and if it was translated in English, so you'd basically be saying, "Last stop, St. Mary's Church in the hollow of the White Hazel near the Rapid Whirlpool and the Church of St. Acilio near the Red Cave."
Wow.
They have to say that on trains.
Oh, so that's why. See, I knew it was just a massive description of the place, but I didn't know why it was like such a long description. But clearly, it's because it's a train station, isn't it? Or it used to be.
It's very specific. Like where I live, it means like head of the river next to the church by the valley. That's where I live. If it was translated in Welsh, in English.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
If the place where we lived was in Wales, it'd just be whatever roundabout is.
Yeah, exactly.
That's literally it.
6 roundabouts right by the rivers, broken cars.
6 roundabouts, a river full of rat piss, home. That's it. That's all we're known for.
So, because James took a serious question and you took a silly question, Phil, I'm going to come back to you with a serious question and James with a silly question.
Ooh, right.
Sounds good.
If I just try and find it now. So, what is your favorite video game, or if you don't have one, what's your favorite movie? Or both. Fuck it. Answer both if you want. Okay,
I'm happy to answer both. Do you know what? Best video game of all time, Simpsons Hit and Run. Don't care what anyone says.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Do you know what? I'm sure that this podcast, all we go on about is Simpsons Hit and Run.
It needs to be a remastered. And do you know what? I seen that someone's done a SAM petition for it, and there's over 30 odd million signed.
Like
Simpsons 30,000. Yeah.
Simpsons Hit and Run was a different level then, man. It's a different,
absolutely
different goal entirely.
Well, me and Phil have actually said what they could do is they could bring it for PlayStation Plus Premium.
Yeah.
Bring the original out to get everyone back into it, hyped and everything. And then, if they decide that they're going to make a full remastered, people will be looking to buy it then, won't they?
Yeah. I mean, I grew up not with Simpsons Hit and Run. Simpsons Hit and Run came after, but the one game I always had was Simpsons Road Rage.
Oh yeah,
that one was a good one as well.
I will say that was a lot of fun, but it was terrible for the Game Boy.
Yeah.
Like looking back at it, it's a terrible game. But
no, it's a good game.
No, it is. it's based upon like when you get to a certain stage, you sort of realize, oh, this is literally just it.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing else to it. It's
Do you
like
know
when
what? It's
get to,
Crazy
like,
Taxi with the Simpsons. Tell me I'm wrong.
I have a whole selection of Simpsons memes, man. In the server that we're in, like there's so many in there. I grew up and I love with the Simpsons, man. It's amazing.
I used to love watching the Simpsons all the time. I used to draw them as well. I used to like, do you know what?
Oh yeah,
because I used to love drawing cartoon characters, and I spent ages just, drawing the Simpsons most of the time, which was amazing. And watching the episodes. I mean, do you remember the Sex in the City version they brought out with the Simpsons?
They what? They brought out a Sex in the City version?
I think they did, yeah. Years ago, though. I'm talking about years ago now. But
oh, wow.
If incorrect, search it up. If incorrect, I'm pretty sure they did. Because I don't remember much of my childhood. I don't remember what I did 5 minutes ago. Never mind my childhood.
I will say, I do remember a small side clip where it's like Bart's running around after his sisters and it's a Sex and the City style thing, but I don't remember if they did a full episode. But I'm an old man and my mind's crap now, so.
You're old man? Oh my god, Phil, I'm 33, mate.
I'll tell you what, though.
I want to make this out there, okay? And all the people that I'm going to send this to who are like in their 20s, I am not old. I am 27. These old farts here, they're old. Moving on.
Yeah, I'm a year old. I'm 28.
28, there you go.
He's 28. That's fine. That's older than me.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can say that.
I get called granddad and all that sort of shit from these people, right there. So to know that I know older people gives me satisfaction because I'm sick of being the oldest one there, and I have to be the quote unquote the responsible one. I ain't responsible for myself, let alone other people.
Do you know what? I'm the same. I always hang around with older people than me most of the time.
It's weird because the dynamic is difficult because when I'm in work, everyone is older than me. I'm more or less the youngest there. And then when I come back and I start streaming and everything, everyone is younger than me. So it's so weird. Okay, so we're gonna ask James a silly question now. Well, it's not a silly question. It's sort of like, it's similar to the one I asked Phil. Yeah. But instead of what is your favorite game or movie, say I give you a bunch of money, either make a game or make a movie. What are you doing? What are you gonna do with that?
Right, because I love adventure. I think I would go down the same path as Uncharted.
Okay.
But in my own style, so it'll be like you start off as a young lad that's looking for an adventure, and he's got to find his way through this path, and he doesn't know what's going to happen on the way, but he knows that there will be some things that will stop him getting to his destination. Stuff like
okay, so like a classic adventure game.
Yes.
We talking open world, or we talking like actual?
I'm thinking
they did back in the day, like where they had levels and things like that. You had to go through.
I'm thinking open world, and I'm thinking also. I'm thinking open world though. You can't beat it. I love open world games. They're amazing, but I think. Not only, like, with Uncharted, the story mode is just basically you play as Nathan Drake and you go through. I want it so that you play the story with your friends. So you can create your character and you
fully customizable and everything.
Fully customized, and his humour, his interest in things and all that, and just make a big game where people are like, oh, do you know what? We need to get to there, we need to get there, and put a good story behind it as well.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. Like, that'd be something similar I would want. The technology isn't available yet, but I genuinely would want a truly fully customizable game, fully open world, where you would be literally immersed to the point where you couldn't change how the character would speak.
Yeah.
So not just their appearance, like how they would talk, how they would act. Similar to like how the Sims do it, but obviously actually talking. So you'd pick like certain actors would deliver the lines for dialogue and things like that, and then you would pick each sample. So if you wanted a female voice, you would have a selection of 5 different voice actors, similar for a male voice, and then you could change the pitch. You know, if you wanted it higher or lower, or something like that, and then just fully customizable, to the point where if you were doing multiplayer, like the technology isn't available there yet, unfortunately, but if you were doing multiplayer, if you were interacting to do a side quest, if there were 2 of you, it'd say, "Oh, you both," and each one of you would get a different line, depending. It'd be random, of course, or it'd be like, "Oh, if it was just you on your own, it'd be like, it's you," or if there's 3 of you, or the 3 of you, the 4, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
Technology isn't available, but that would be something that I would be truly immersed in.
Yeah, that sounds really, really fantastic, mate. And do you know what?
I wish we could.
It would, but do you know what? It would be funny if you were going the romantic side, and like you're just in that romantic thing, and then Dark Vader comes out. Oh no! Where did you mix it up?
Hang on. Where's this all come from?
I don't know. Some weird game that I'm going to create.
It was me talking about the female voice options, wasn't it? That's what it is.
Well, depends who you're playing, Dark Vader.
Right, I got
thinking. Do you know what though? Thinking like with AI now, you're probably not actually that far away from being able to have your own voice in.
We're getting
you'd be able
closer to it.
But I mean, like they can create celebrities' voices based on a few audio recordings of them. So if you think you could do that with your own voice in a game, so like when your character says something,
what an option!
that'd be
have a voice actor do it, or have your own voice doing it.
Yeah,
because I know some people hate the sound of their own voice. So I don't think everyone would like that option, but if it was an option to have your own voice or like an actual voice actors do it, that would be cool.
The one thing,
but even with the voice actors, you'd be able to do it with that as well.
Yeah.
Well,
I was going to say the one thing you can do as well is you have all these softwares now where you can change your voice anyway. So say you want your voice to sound a bit more
scary
tone
now.
or something. Yeah.
Getting scary now, man. Where to the point where it can literally imitate a person in some cases to a T.
Yeah.
So it can be spooky.
It is. Think of it. Games eventually it might be like real life. I mean, proper.
Well, I mean, you know, there's VR and everything right now. So it's
yeah.
But what
can you do? To a point where it's what's all the difference?
Well, how far can they go? I mean, they've already got VR, which is virtual reality, so it feels like you're there. But if they were going to bring a next stage up and all that, you would be wearing these suits that makes you feel like you're that character or something.
Yeah, you'd be like it'd be motion capture, but like the next step.
Well, they do it in the football games, don't they? With the
you wear like if an NPC attacks you with a sword, you can feel it.
Yeah.
Like obviously your arm don't fall off, but you know.
I mean, just imagine though. If you would like to be a guest on our show yourself and talk about your background, how you became a streamer or just a casual gamer, just DM us on our social medias, or you can contact us by our email, which is teamworkspodcast@outlook.com. Now let's get back to the episode. If you were playing that and you actually felt like your arm dropped off, you're like, oh, What the hell? Where's me home? Where's all my blood going?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to sound like a nerd now because there is the anime Sword Art Online where literally you plug yourself into that VR, it shuts off your motor functions. So what you're doing in your head, you're doing in game, but your body isn't actually doing it. But you can feel everything that could be felt there. So it's like, well, could you imagine if that was actually a thing, or if that could actually happen? Like, you'd feel the actual pain of having your arm cut off, but then it's still there in reality.
Yeah.
Imagine.
I reckon they'd probably end up using that for like training for like soldiers and stuff as well. I mean, going off topic a bit there with that, but
No. That's. I get it. That's like, it's fascinating.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
I was just going to say, do you play the football games?
No, I hate football.
Yeah, I think I remembered you saying it.
I'm more of a rugby man. Rugby's not my game.
Well, this might actually this might have happened with the rugby as well. But basically, do you remember the PlayStation 2 where they brought them mats out, them interactive mats?
Yes.
So you could kick the ball, and it reacted on the screen as you kicked it. Now they brought that back all them years ago. I mean, yeah, it wasn't good because sometimes it was delayed. You kick a ball and it was like 5 seconds later the ball went woo into the goal.
Yeah.
But no, I remember having a I don't know whether it was called I think it might have been an interactive football mat type of thing. So you got it for the game, and basically you, instead of playing with a controller, you played with your feet.
Oh yeah.
Which was quite good, but it was poor in that sense that it was very delayed. So if they could do that back then, imagine it now if you could do all that. I'm not just saying like football games and that, but wouldn't it be
Just
good
in general?
Any game?
Yeah.
Cool.
See what? So I used to play a game on I used to play Tony Hawk's quite a lot on the PlayStation 2. And Sonic Rail Riders on the PlayStation 2 as well, which loved that game back in the day. But when it came out for the Wii and the Xbox, they brought out Tony Hawk's, what was it? Was it Pro Skater, which actually had a skateboard that you stand on and you did your tricks on and that. Yeah. And they had a similar thing with Sonic Rail Riders with the Wii, where you use the Wii Fit board. Yeah. And it was a good concept, but it didn't work out too well. And this is the thing, isn't it? Like, they bring out this kind of stuff, and it's not great in its infancy, but further down the line, the technology is that much more advanced that it's not just a good idea, it's an absolutely brilliant idea. I mean, they had a similar thing with the VR, because initially they had the Virtual Boy for I think it was the Nintendo, which was really, really bad quality back in the day, and you know, it was kind of put on the shelf like, no, we can't do that, and now you've got virtual reality, which is quite a big thing, and it's only getting bigger. So
definitely. And you know, you were saying about Tony Hawk's Pro, and you could use a skateboard. Do any remember the snowboard game on the PlayStation 2? I think it was. I forgot what it was called.
No, that's a bit before my time, that is.
But I don't know whether you remember it, Phil, but it had a skateboard you could use with it. Not
think
a skateboard,
I might know what
a snowboard. It was SF something, was it, or something?
Was it just snowboard? Because I remember one where it was like
snowboard, yeah.
Scooters, bikes, and all this, but it was like...
It was just snowboard.
Oh, no, I can't quite recall that. I've ever seen it, I'd probably be able to say yes or no, but off the top of my head...
But like we say, that topic from Klankaboi just asked us then is basically, you know, what we just said, and like you say, technology has just blown us, and it's going to go even better.
Oh yeah, technology in the last 30 years has just... It's ridiculous, the climb. Like, since the invention of the internet back in 1990...
Oh yeah,
it's been,
remember that.
Like, it's just blown up, like, you know. So.
That was the Wi-Fi back. It was beep.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time a phone call comes through.
I looked.
Oh, well.
You had to be on at a certain time, off at a certain time. Now you can just go off whenever you want.
Yeah, whenever you feel like it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you don't have to wait 10
I
minutes for the
remember
internet
where
to
you
load
had
up.
usage caps as well. You can only do a certain amount of usage. Absolute
Oh
joke.
my god.
But now with a phone, a home phone line, now you don't need it to connect it to the internet, which is good.
You don't even need a phone line anymore. That's
No.
I got that's
you
the whole
don't. No, you don't.
that's the whole problem with the podcast where it got delayed because my new internet got fitted in,
Yeah.
and it doesn't require a phone line anymore. So it's moving away from that as well.
Nice.
See, there is the new form of the internet that's coming out. It's not a new form of the internet. It's a new speed where it's going to be like a terabyte speed, and it's like that is just it's crazy to think of.
At the end of the day, who needs that?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Well, actually, when you think of it, you will need it. I mean, BT. I mean,
It makes it like for that size right now in this current era. It makes sense like for businesses to have that,
yeah.
but not, but you know, not for domestic.
Not an everyday user.
But
yeah.
even so, you still wouldn't get that much off BT because BT. You know what BT are like. I mean, I've had problems
exactly.
with ours, and we're meant to get quite a lot of speed. Because it's fiber optic. Phil's meant to get a lot of speed, and he doesn't.
Don't even start me on BT.
Oh no! When that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. They tell you what they can give you. You need to take away about 50 meg what they're telling you, and if that suits for what you want, then take it.
Well, sometimes
this is me because I used to work with Sky, so I know the ins and outs of it. That is how to do it. You need to take about 50 meg away from what they're telling you, because what they're telling you is the baseline. Then the moment you start introducing multiple devices, especially if there's multiple people living in the house, it just takes away it bit by bit, and eventually I'll get to the point where that 50 meg is just gone. So you take away about 50 meg of what they're telling you, and if that suits what you're after, then carry on.
Yeah, but if your internet's not working and you're meant to get sometimes I get 90 around 90 download speed in my room.
I think I'm getting with this new service now. I think I'm getting like 120, 130, something like that.
Nice one.
Something that I don't need, but it's there.
When you think of it, you say you don't need it, but you never get cut off unless the internet decides to do a wobble.
Well, it did cut off. I don't know if that's the reason why we had to delay this.
Well,
but that was an external problem, so it was all good.
Nice one.
Right, I best get a move on. I got a couple more questions left. So I will go back to a serious one and silly one for both of you.
Yep.
So we'll do serious one. What is your personal favorite historical era? Because everyone has one. So what are your personal historical eras and why?
Oh.
Everyone has one.
I'll let you start.
I love like medieval era.
Which medieval are we talking? We talking early, late, or just in general?
In general, I don't have a specific time. Like it's, I think it's primarily because of certain games that I play. But
yeah,
I don't know. Like the idea of living through that physically with everything that's wrong with me, I'd be dead already 10 times over. But looking at it, it's just, yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's crazy. But I mean, it's just going to make me sound insane now. But like some of the torture tactics and that, and you look back at it and you're like, Jesus, tap dancing Christ, that's bad. Like,
I mean, I sort of get what you're on about there, but mine's more like the warfare side more than the torture side, because when you look at the weapons that they designed and the armor, like war back then was an art style.
Oh yeah,
like it wasn't you don't just get a gun, shoot someone, and that's it. It's an art style. You had to learn how to fight. You had to learn how to maintain your armor, your weapons, like how your weapons worked, and even making the weapons and making the armor. Like you could stylize it. You could do whatever you wanted with it. So I'm the same as you, but more like the warfare side. What was yours, James?
Yeah. Go on, sorry.
Oh, sorry, mate. I didn't cut you off then. Sorry.
Come on.
It's my podcast.
Come on, Phil. What was your finish?
Yeah, go on, mate. Yeah, sorry.
No, it's your podcast. No, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, how they made the armor and everything is amazing. Like, you look at like blacksmithing and that, and you think, how amazing would it be to be able to actually do that? Like, and it's sad that we've kind of lost that element, because now it's literally just, oh, press a button. Oh, there we go. I've massacred a few thousand people. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, like,
exactly.
back then, it was literally a real life game of chess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one wrong move and you're dead. Simple as.
Yeah. But the skill and the talent that you had to know to be able to do stuff, amazing.
Yeah.
What about you, Phil? Oh no, sorry, not Phil. James.
I was going to
See, that's why I didn't answer.
Sorry, give my answer.
Sorry, what about you, James?
Do you know what? I don't know. Maybe the medieval times myself.
Oh, what a cop out. Anyway, moving on.
No, I mean, I don't know. I would love to. I don't know. Mind you, you could still say it's medieval, couldn't you? You know, if you were talking like not Life is Strange, Stranger Things. It's sort of no, it's not.
That's not medieval time. That's in the 80s.
Yeah. Do you know what? I would love to go back to the olden days just to see what it was all like. I mean, it would be incredible to see what it was like in the 80s, or no, not 80s, maybe going to the 60s.
Oh, okay. All right, there we are. That's more of an answer.
Yeah, that's a more. I mean, can you imagine the clothes you're going to be wearing? You'd be looking like, you know,
You'd be looking like a twat. What you'd be looking like?
Yeah, like Red Dead Dimension. You'll have cowboy hats and everything, won't you?
Well, not in the 60s.
No, not in the 60s. I think it was 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say there was more of a revival in the 70s of that.
Yeah. I think it was shorts in the 60s, wasn't it? I don't know.
Well, for the ladies anyway. I don't know about the chaps, but yeah.
I mean, it could be ladies, lady men.
I think we're peeking into James's mind a little
Your
bit.
psyche.
I only dress up on Saturday nights.
This is the dynamic. Me and Phil are chatting about armor and weapons. You're talking about ladyboys and short shorts.
I mean, you don't know what was going back in the 60s.
I just feel I couldn't be trusted with a sword. That's why I'm liking the idea of medieval times, me. Do you know what? Right, if I was this is going a bit off topic, but it's kind of not. If I was a blacksmith in them times, I would love to make a full-on broadsword that's also a butterfly knife. So, you know, like the flip knives where a butterfly knife where a balisong, I think it's called, where you flip it to like do tricks with them.
Oh, right. I know what you're on about. That sounds incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, exactly.
Broadsword. No.
By my head.
I mean, how long do you think you survived?
By my head. What if you put it in your pocket or in your saddle? By my leg.
Oh, god damn it, I killed a little horse.
By my horse. It's like, oh my god, like, you just get off your horse, you know, wrong way round, and then all of a sudden your horse is dead, you're missing a leg, and you're holding up the traffic, you know.
And what you call it, you're looking down upside down, and you're thinking, why am I upside down? Hold on, where's my body over there?
You know, all of a sudden you look down, and you know you're a woman. It's you know,
You're just there like, how have I hung, drawn, and quartered myself here?
Exactly. It's just like, oh look, I've been castrated. Oh dear, I've appeared to have castrated myself. You know.
I mean, I can imagine that scene being like, you know, Fred off.
You like Monty Python.
It's
just a stretch.
No, it'd be like that scene of Scooby Doo when Fred turns around and says, "I can look at myself naked."
Naked. I can look at myself naked.
And he did change into a woman, fair dues.
He did for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, 10 minutes off his best.
I mean,
by the sounds of it.
And Shaggy did in the second film too.
Into
a woman.
I mean, come on. His name's Shaggy, and he changes into a woman.
Exactly. Right, moving on. Well, I was going to say this is a bit of a silly question, but compared to the answer of the serious one, so you two are on death row. What's your last meal? I want some good, juicy answers here.
What's our last meal or best meal?
Last meal, your last meal, which is basically anything you want.
It's the last meal you have before they kill you, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
You get a last meal request before they put you on death row, and they will get you anything you ask for.
Right. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to start off. I mean, I would just take everything that's on offer. No, but I would have a big plate with a big massive burger, some onions, loads of chips, a few chicken goujons, everything. Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
With a bit of barbecue sauce as well. Can't beat barbecue sauce.
Very nice. What about you, Phil?
Okay, so if I'm getting electrocuted, then I'm asking for.
I ain't telling you how they kill. I ain't telling you how they're killing you. We could be taking you back to the medieval times and chopping cock off. So you know.
Well,
hey, what?
My answer depends on.
Let you die slowly.
They're practicing the sword knife idea. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, let's see how this works.
Yeah, do you want a sausage for your dinner? Oops.
Exactly.
No, do you know what though? If I'm getting electrocuted, I'm having a shed load of popcorn kernels. So that as I'm getting fried, there's just popcorn coming out of me. I
was just gonna say, if you get electrocuted, you're gonna bring it all back up.
I don't think that's how biology works.
It does now. I've decided. No, I think my actual last meal that I would want would probably be a chicken New Yorker.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I'm between a chicken New Yorker or a Sunday roast.
Sunday roast,
I was gonna say it's either Sunday roast or full English breakfast.
Do you know what? I don't know. It's hard to decide now. I know I said big burger and everything on the plate, but I think
you're dead, James. It's too late for you.
No,
you've had your last meal.
You're dead now.
I think I'll get a triple XL plate just to fit a roast on.
Do you know what? You're just lying on the floor in this puddle of blood, and you're like, "I've changed my mind. I want more food."
I want a Sunday roast.
Hey, for them few seconds, I could eat a Yorkshire pudding at least.
Yorkshire.
Next question. What is this one? Oh, okay. This one's straight up. Halloween or Christmas? Both of you.
Christmas.
Good man. Phil?
Probably Christmas now. It used to be Halloween.
Yeah, it used to be Halloween, but Halloween's not the same when you get older, is it?
I don't really care about the sweets. I just care about dressing up and acting like a dickhead.
That's all it is for me. That was me as well. I've always preferred Christmas over Halloween. I just prefer it as a holiday. Yeah. I just always have. Like, don't get me wrong. I do enjoy Halloween.
Yeah,
but when it comes to the two of them, it's Christmas for me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah, I don't need to dress up to look like a dickhead anyway, so, Halloween can be any day for me.
That was good. Okay, I've got two last questions. Silly one or a serious one? Serious one is good to end on.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Okay.
So, silly one. What colour's my boxers, lads?
What?
What colour are my boxers?
Well,
it's a trick question.
I'm thinking
you're not wearing any.
Fuck it, he's got it. He's right as well.
You sat there with your clanker balls out.
No, I got jogging bottoms on.
No, I think red because of that.
I don't understand. I literally gave him the answer, and he still answered wrong.
Well, you're literally not. I'm a genius.
I literally, that's what I said. I'm like, fuck it. God damn it, Phil. Fuck. That's twice he's fucking thrown me off. Right, fuck this.
I'm just here to screw people over. That's all I'm good for.
You are not coming back to the fucking Klankaworks
Your podcast.
It's my podcast. Shut up.
For that note,
okay. Last one is just what have you lads got planned for in the future in general? So we're talking streaming, podcast, personal life. What have you got planned? Anything exciting? Anything going on? Anything upcoming?
I'll let Phil start off with because I'm just still thinking.
Okay, so I've taken a backseat to streaming lately. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's like I've just been in a bad place and it's just kind of been a bit of an off idea for me. But I've got a phone full of videos from the wood burning stuff I do, so that's all getting uploaded all over the place. Yeah, and I'm doing better with it now, so I'm going further with that. So gonna make new stuff, interesting stuff, more craft stuff.
Nice, man, nice.
Yeah,
James?
That's my plan.
My plan, right. My plan is to build a big gaming community where people can just hang out and enjoy, meet new people, and just have a laugh and that. And
nice.
With the streaming, I don't want to gain anything from streaming. When I stream to make people happy. If you've had a bad day,
yeah, exactly,
and you want to put a smile on someone's face, that's what I want to do. And I don't care if it like a dick,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Like, a lot of people have forgotten to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Like, because it started off, that's what it was. Literally, people just doing it for fun. And then a lot of money got involved. And you have people who literally are bored as hell. Like, I really can't stand... I will not stay in a stream if the streamer looks bored of what they're doing. Because they just sit in the corner of their screen and they're just like, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the sub.
I actually thought that was someone.
It's like it's so disappointing. It's like, come on, man. Like, if your heart's not in it, don't fucking do it. At the end of the day, like, come on.
I mean, it's great. It's great if people are subbing for you and you're getting paid.
Oh yeah.
But it's nothing better than making people laugh.
Exactly. That's God put me on this earth to make people smile, so that's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, every time I watch your streams, mate, I'm laughing behind that screen.
Oh, cheers, man.
Honestly,
it's fine.
I just love listening to you.
I'm fine. People laughing at me, with me, against me. It's fine. Whatever. I don't care.
I'm laughing with you. Don't worry.
I'm that year as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly.
True.
I mean, you've got to at this point.
But no, honestly, mate. The other thing that I really want to get this podcast out. This is why we invite people on each week, and I enjoy it because you're just having a chat now, and you can have a laugh, and people can listen back to it and think, "Oh, what a bunch of great lads!" You know what? I quite fancy going.
Or what a bunch of dickheads! I mean,
well, that too.
Mind you, Phil was going to say something then, but he's. I know what he was going to say.
I don't.
Good man. Well, I will try my hardest, particularly for this episode, because I have my own server now since last we spoke. Nice. So I've been building my own community. So I'll definitely be putting that out there. So don't you worry.
Brilliant, fantastic, mate.
Really appreciate it.
Also, just supporting people and getting streamers on this podcast helps them as well. Yeah, exactly. I mean, even if not, I'm having a chat with two, quite sus gentlemen, but I've had a good laugh and a good time whilst doing it. Definitely, mate. And one last thing is, I want to get back to my YouTube videos. I keep saying I'm going to do them because that's where I started off. I started off doing just video content, and then I started streaming. I wasn't streaming as much, but now you never see me off streaming. You must be fed up with me. I know I'm fed up with myself, like, but joking.
Nah, I get fed up with you, man. Can't do that.
Feelings mutual, mate.
Well, that's it for my questions. That is me done.
Do you know what? Thank you very much, Klankaboi. You have been a great host for this episode.
Oh, cheers, mate. Well, mine now.
And do you know what? We were sort of like, because I said to Phil, I said, wouldn't this be a good idea if we got people to interview us for this change? I mean, it's different. I didn't think how it would go tonight. I mean, I knew it was go good, but I didn't think it would go as good as it has now, and it has. It's been absolutely perfect.
Oh, sure, thank you.
From us as well, because we're getting questions answered to us, well, asked to us, and we're answering back. So it's a bit like we're normally asking the questions, but no, it's
now the turns have tabled,
and that's yeah, exactly, and that's the reason why I've called it Game Showdown as well, because obviously it stays with the vibe, but also it's got a nice name to it, Game Showdown. And
I tell you what's a better name though. Klankaworks.
Right, we're gonna have to set up a podcast with you. It's going to be
just a rivalry. That's just how
Klankaboi Works. Copyright claimed by Teamworks.
There you are. It's there. It's posted. It's too late now.
But honestly, mate, it's been amazing. Your questions have actually been amazing as well.
Oh, cheers, man. Well, I thought about, I spent a good, half hour before this started thinking of them. So, a lot of time and effort went into that.
No, honestly, mate, your question was spot on. Even the funny ones were brilliant, and the serious ones ended up in funny anyway.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. That's on you guys though. Your answers more than my questions. So don't.
Well, no, you've got to. You get yourself a funny question. You can be as funny as you want with that, but
yeah. Oh, good man.
Those are the questions.
Is there anything? Go on, mate.
Oh, I just what you were saying earlier is that you said there was after the questions I asked, you said there was something else.
Yes, we will go on to that as well. Now,
okay.
But Phil, do you want to add anything to the end of that episode? What did you think of?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Good laugh. Yeah, I've not really got anything to add. Just that I'm not insane and I'm not sadistic that much.
Well,
I
mean, we've got a good hour that says otherwise, so
Exactly. I have to cover my own back.
Definitely, mate. And I bet you had some more questions to ask us as well. It's just the time's come up.
Oh yeah, it's just me. I've always been like this, frantic, last minute, trying to think of stuff. But I thought, we'll go with 10 questions. 5 serious ones.
To be fair, mate, you wrote them down. Me and Phil just go with the flow. we just come out with all random stuff. I mean, some people, it may take people a while to answer back because they're like, what was that?
Fair enough.
But no, honestly, mate, it's been amazing. So, in your previous episode when you were on the first time, is we asked our guests at the end of the show, is there any shout-outs you want to give out to anyone?
Yes. There's a couple I would like to give shout-outs to. So, we have what's called like a little crew. In the server itself is called the Miscellaneous Droids. Yeah. That came from playing the Miscellaneous Gang in Red Dead. That was our little gang together. So it's Acon 212, John Williams 356, Cats in a Hoodie, Mr. Dead Satan, and Princess Ken 01. Those are the other gang members. Those are their Twitch handles. They've literally made streaming a really fun experience. There's also another individual as well. She has stopped streaming though, unfortunately, and that is Ducky Gaming 0247. She has stopped streaming. I don't know if she's coming back to it at all. She's going through some stuff at the moment that obviously
I wonder why she stopped streaming.
I can't go into. But I would like to shout her out as well because with her support, I've been streaming. Like I was saying to you earlier, in 3 days' time, it'll be exactly a year that I've been streaming. Without her and the rest of them, I just couldn't have done it. So I'm definitely going to shout out them.
Definitely, mate. You know what? I want to shout out Ducky myself because she's Ducky Gaming. She's been supporting this podcast all the time and supporting what we do, and I think that's amazing. And you know what? It's amazing as well that we met you through Stream Wars, which is it's not Stream Wars now, is it? But
yeah,
it's all changed after gone to Vibe Nations and all that, haven't they? Which I've got that many Discord.
Same, but
I don't keep up with all of them.
I've had to leave a few of them. One of those being Stream Wars and Vibe Nation because there's just so many I'm part of. It's getting ridiculous now. So I was
exactly.
I just left.
Well, I've been invited to another one recently because I'm trying to do a EA Sports FC tournament to raise money for a friend of mine, which has sadly had multiple strokes and is
sorry, man.
now paralysed from the neck downwards. Constantly in a nursing home in a bed. So we're trying to raise money to get him a customised wheelchair that will help him to sit up and get him out a little bit more. But also, we want to try our hardest to get him to an Everton game again because he's a big Everton fan.
Oh, good man. Oh, well, good luck to you, mate, with that. That sounds like a good cause.
I sent EA email and they said, do you still need help with your issue? It wasn't an issue. I was actually asking for some help. You know what I mean? They think it was an issue with me account.
Oh, wow.
And I literally emailed them saying, would you be able to help me? Because I know you can't just do an online tournament on the game. So I was asking if they could get me a server open where I can host a tournament. But I'll if I can't, I'll just do it like friendlies and I'll put it in my own category and all that. But we're going to do that. But yeah, mate, it's been amazing. We're going to end the podcast with a question from our last guest.
Oh, okay.
Which is I_forgot how to _play. And his question to our next guest, which he doesn't know that it was going to be to you. So his question is, as humans, we have our strengths and our flows. What one flow that you can improve on as a streamer, and which strength do you have that can carry you over the next level as a streamer?
Oh, so what flaw do I have and what strength do I have?
Yeah.
Right, okay. As a streamer. The strength I have is I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I don't stop talking.
Yeah,
that is my strength. I don't shut the fuck up. Even though people demand I do sometimes. And it's because of that, in streaming, I've always got something to say. And like we were saying earlier, I can't stand streamers just sitting, saying, doing nothing. It gets boring.
That's why you see me off the chair dancing.
Like, I understand if there's a moment in the game you've got to really concentrate on.
Yeah.
That is understandable, but not your entire stream. Come on, get over it. And my flaw would be not being too careful. because obviously my account got suspended. I cannot go into the details about that.
I know.
Unfortunately, but it basically was me not being careful. I should be a lot more careful with my streams to avoid that happening again, and possibly happening on a more permanent basis. So that would be my flaw, not being too careful.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, you can be too careful, too nice to people, and that it doesn't always work out in the end, does it? Unfortunately,
exactly.
Even though you want to make everyone happy, you can't.
Oh, you'll never. No, I gave up on trying to make everyone happy. There's no point.
I mean,
focus on the people who matter. That's what
I tried. I mean, I've knew Phil for ages, and I've tried to make him happy, but he's still not satisfied.
I've never been happy.
Never been happy.
The feelings mutual. But honestly, it's been a great laugh. Thank you for taking your time up again, Klankaboi.
Not a problem.
But also, thank you just for being a fantastic host for this episode. How do you feel your own episode?
Oh, it was alright.
It was alright. It was alright.
It was a bit worrying at first because I didn't know really how to go, but I just stuck with the question structure, which is a bit boring, a bit simple.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd pick it up with the actual questions I was given. So yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. Like last time.
I did, mate, and we did promise that we'll get you back onto the podcast. I think the first episode we recorded with you was last year?
No, it would have been.
Sorry.
It would have been this
February.
Year.
February.
Yeah. I was going to say, it would have been this year, because this time last year, I had just started streaming, so I didn't know anything.
That's right. Did you know, because I've had that many episodes since, I was like, oh yeah, February. Yeah, good.
Yeah, exactly.
Still, that's a fair
Back
distance
by
away.
popular demand. Who wanted him back? We don't know.
The gingerbread man. No, that's the wrong
Gingerbread.
one.
The muffin man.
The muffin man? Who lives down on Drury Lane? Yeah, the one that's married to the Muffin Man. Who? The Muffin Man. Sorry, I had to finish.
I fucking love doing that impression. It's so fun.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. Is there anything you want me to do before I jump off?
No, not really, mate. Basically, just thank you.
You're welcome.
You've been amazing. We can say amazing host this time, not guest. So
Yeah.
So everyone, I'm awfully sorry, but this podcast is getting rebranded. It's no longer Teamworks because Klankaboi decided it's Klankaworks.
Yeah, it's exactly Klankaworks.
So me and Phil are going to take a break. Bye-bye.
Nothing sad about it.
No, but actually,
having a great time.
Honestly, that actually works.
Look at me. I am the captain now.
Honestly, it's been amazing. And do you know what? What I love about these podcasts as well is that we have such a laugh, such vibes.
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully we'll get this episode out, and maybe more people will say, you know what, this is quite interesting, because gaming it doesn't end. Some people say, oh, well, gaming's just gaming, and you can't, once you spoke loads about gaming, you can't speak about more, but you can. There's more.
Gaming has been going on for thousands of years. Like, whoever said that to you is an idiot, because like gaming is an aspect of entertainment that
definitely
has, because like, you know, video games and arcade games, things like that, they're relatively recently, but before then you had board games, card games, things like chess.
Yeah.
Even like elements of sports like darts, pool.
Yeah.
You know, they don't just require physical attributes, mental as well. So yeah, gaming will last forever in one form or another.
Definitely, mate. And do you know what? I really enjoyed this. I would love to keep going on because I speak for England if I can. No, I've really enjoyed it. It's been such a vibe. And do you know what? We'll see you on the other side, mate.
All right, no worries, man. Wait a minute, what does that mean? Am I gonna die?
No, I was using a Star Wars word there. See you on the other side.
See you yeah, they don't say that in Star Wars.
No, but it's similar, isn't it? No, see you on the other side, as in on your streams.
Right, okay. Sorry, my brain I think it's just too late in the evening now. My brain just stopped.
And you never know. We actually might see you on the other side.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't want.
You never know. It'd be nice that way.
For a while, I hope.
Well, if you're inclined, don't know. Sometime I'm around. Just,
Well, I mean, I'm not from London, no. So, but
take a trip, Owl. I'm joking. But honestly, no. It's a lot of fun. Thank you for joining. Been amazing, mate. Like always. Thank you, Phil, for giving your time up as well. Klankaboi off to work in the morning, so we'll let him go because he be messages in the morning. Why did you keep me up to all hours in the morning?
Slave to the machine.
We're slave to the machine. Oh, yeah. I don't know where that voice come from. I just. But thank you, Phil, as well. But you need to get off because you've got some work to do as well, haven't you, mate?
Yeah, I've got to get busy with orders and stuff.
No worries. That's a wrap, guys. Thank you very much. And
Not a problem.
What? It's been amazing. Just as amazing as the first episode. Thank you for joining us, mate.
Oh, good, mate. Well, I'm glad. Honestly, mate, thank you for having me on again. I appreciate it, both of you.
Honestly, we appreciate it.
We appreciate you coming on, dude.
Cheers, guys. All right, lads. I shall see you soon, okay? Have a great one.
See you soon, mate.
Bye, boy.
Bye.